Sunny skies, temperature's about 65 degrees. Thanks for joining us today. Welcome aboard. Flight. We look forward to serving you on this 2-hour and 5-minute journey to Newark. We do hope you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. But before we can depart, please direct your attention to the flight attendants in the aisle for a brief safety demonstration of this 717 aircraft.
Welcome to New York. Last year, Brett and I came to the U.S. Open tennis for the first time. I grew up playing tennis my whole life, and he had not really, but then during COVID, watched, I forget what the Netflix series is, on the key players in the ATP, and he kind of started to fall in love, and so we thought, hey, why not come out and see them play here at the U.S. Open. Loved it last year, had a great time, and so this year stepped it up a little bit, wanted to come and see a few of the earlier rounds. So we were here 2 weeks ago with my parents and got to see Tiafoe and Fritz play, and so that was awesome. And then we had a week off for Labor Day, and then came back 2 whole weeks later for the semis and the finals. So we flew in Thursday afternoon, got to the hotel, which we're staying at the Dominick down in SoHo, Tribeca. We've stayed here, actually last time we were here for the Open and really loved it. Dropped off our stuff, hung out for a little bit, and then went and walked to go and try find somewhere to grab dinner. We ended up going to a new place called Suprema, because St. Theo's and a couple other places that we've been before were hell-packed, but the food was really good. And then one of my friends from med school conveniently was also here because his husband works for Tiffany and had some events around the U.S. Open. So we went and got to grab a quick drink or two with him, which was nice just to catch up. It's been a long time since I've seen Zach. And then we were just wiped from the week and traveling and stuff, so we came back and passed out.
Why is there no happy meal?
grateful you're here. Let's meet today's semifinalists.
Friday was the men's semifinals, and I was kicking myself because I was trying to do the math of the way that the U.S. Open draw goes is that there's for the semis and quarters and stuff, there's a day session that starts at like 11 and then goes to like 4-ish, and then there's also a night session which starts at like 6, and then depending on how long the matches goes very late. Traditionally, they put the big ticket items on the night session because you get better TV viewership and stuff, according to all the websites and things that I read. And I had been like checking because we both absolutely love Carlos Alcaraz, and I wanted to make sure that we got to see him. And he had gotten to the semis, and was playing Djokovic, and I was like, oh, that's going to be the big ticket item. That's going to be the one that they're going to put at the night session. And we had day session tickets, and like last minute looking to see if we can get night tickets, and it was a mess. But woke up and saw that, in fact, they were going to be playing the day session, and I was just so freaking stoked. And so Brett and I went out, just the two of us, out to Billie Jean King over by LaGuardia, and we got to watch the women's doubles finals, which went on right before the men's semis, with Townsend and her partner. They ended up losing, but it was a fun match just to catch. And then the big ticket item was Carlos and Djokovic, and it was unbelievable. It is so different watching tennis live than on camera, right? Because most of the shots that you get when you're watching ESPN are actually from behind one of the two players. And we always sit kind of, middle of the court-ish, so you can watch the play back and forth. And some of these 100+ mile an hour forehands and backhands and 135 mile an hour serves, it's just, your brain is just having a hard time even following the ball from like a couple hundred feet back. But it was so cool to see, and Djokovic put on, quite a fight. We were obviously very happy that Alcaraz won, because that meant that we obviously got to see him again in the final, which was awesome. And so, yeah, that was a full day of tennis. Just came back, we were both wiped, and so we ordered room service, which was fine. It was good enough. We just needed to get something in our stomachs, but that was Friday.
Thinking I might do this Wilson.
was on 74th Street, Broadway, and Junction Boulevard.
And then Saturday, we had the women's final. And so that was Sabalenka and Amanda. And so we ended up inviting one of Brett's friends who works in the city, lives just outside of the city, and her husband, which was super fun. I'd met her before, never met her husband, and they're awesome. So we had a great time catching up with them briefly. The rain came in, which was a bit of a mess, sent everyone scrambling into the stadium. And usually there's people you buy like grounds passes. So if you don't have a seat in one of the main stadiums, you can actually go and just like walk around, and they've got other courts that are open for you to go watch, or the practice courts, and then they've got big screens outside of the main events where you can sit in like the lawn and watch the matches, outside of the stadium, but you're still kind of in the vibe, and you can go get a honey deuce and whatever. And those poor people, I looked up, Brett had run to go grab something from one of the shops, and I looked up, and it was just this like black cloud rolling in. And so we got in to the stadium just in time, and as we were going up the escalators, the rain just came barreling in, and they were all just running and trying to grab their stuff and get to safety, or get under some sort of an overhang to not get soaked. And the other thing that was nice was that obviously the stadium has a retractable roof, so we didn't have to have a rain delay or us get wet, which was nice. But yeah, so we got to watch Sabalenka and Amanda play one another. Sabalenka is just a beast of a human being. Like, just so athletic, so powerful, so aggressive. But what I didn't realize going into that match was that Amanda is actually from Jersey, I think. And so clearly, us being in New York, hop, skip, and a jump from Jersey, the crowd was, also she's American, but I have never heard the crowd sound like that when we had been here before. They were so on Amanda's side, and Sabalenka just snuck it through. But it was another amazing match to watch. And so we jumped on the subway, headed back into the city, chilled for a little bit, and then one of Brett's friends, Eric, was wrapping up some event he was at, and so we went and met him briefly over in the West Village, grabbed a slice of pizza, and then we were trying to find a bar just to sit down somewhere and grab a drink together and catch up, and we ended up in a speakeasy right above a Five Guys, where you have to like walk as if you're in line, and then you go upstairs. It was like super small, cute. They were blowing bubbles with a bubble gun for some reason, but that was an unexpected end to the night.
The first fight I did in front of Schwartz, neither do I, because I couldn't tell you. Like, I've got no idea.
Because rom-com to sitcom. Pippa.
She's gorgeous.
Okay, it looks like her modesty is being covered because...
And then finally yesterday, which was Sunday, we went and got to see the men's finals. And we had his friend Eric come join us and his friend Issa. We went and grabbed brunch at Bubby's and then headed out there. And it was interesting that the president of the U.S. was going to be in attendance. And so, of course, the security and everything was a bit of a nightmare. Getting in, Secret Service everywhere, TSA screening everyone, not just to get into the park, but then into the actual stadium itself. But we got in, got to go grab our spots, grab some food, grab some drinks, switch it up and tried the Paloma, which was actually really good this year. And don't even interrupt me. We went to go into our seats, and we were like in part of the media section, and then to our left was all of the White House correspondents. Thoughts and opinions, but was not going to let that ruin the match. And oh my God, they just put on the show of the century. We now have a new number one, Mr. Carlos, which was just amazing to watch. Those two battle it out, and they have so much love for one another. And it was, like one of those matches that you just could have never appreciated watching it on TV. And very, very glad that we got to go and have some good times, some good drinks. Then we made our way back into the city, said bye to Eric and Issa, and then we kind of got back. We were wiped again, kind of like kicking ourselves, because usually when we're here, we're walking everywhere, going out, trying different restaurants and things. But with these full days of tennis, and it is like an hour out and back from where we're staying in SoHo out to the stadium, that your whole day just kind of gets wiped. And so we were just kind of hungry, kind of not, kind of tired. And so we just ended up ordering pizza from this place called Joe's on Bleecker, which was really good, and had that in bed and called it a night. So our full tennis weekend was awesome. Got to see a favorite player in the world, Carlos, 2 times, which was amazing, and got to see Sabalenka just killing it. So very glad we came. We will, I'm sure, be back next year for another fun weekend of tennis. It's now Monday. Woke up. I went to go grab coffee and Red Bull, and then went for a walk around in the West Village. There's a brownstone that I like, can't afford, but would love to purchase. So went and just kind of walked around that area, walked past it, and now wanted to film this quick before we pack up and head out to LaGuardia and then back to reality in Minneapolis. No, it's all good. We do just love it here, and there's so much more energy, and it maybe one day we'll call it home. But for now, we've got to head back. So I am going to sign off and get to packing, and I will see you once we are home.
sit back, relax, and please pay attention to this important safety presentation. Welcome aboard, and thank you for choosing Delta for 100 years and counting. Delta, never there alone. The health and safety of our customers and crew is our #1 priority, and the shared responsibility of everyone on board. So, before we depart, please pay attention to this important message. Stow all carry-on items in an overhead bin and place smaller items